Hi everyone, this is to help with setting agency and avoiding errors related to incorrect publisher. We'll also take a quick look at setting distributor exceptions. These two are the two main reasons behind mistakes. Before I get going, quick thanks to the team at Bunbury for letting us film these examples in their back office. So the first thing here is understanding publisher agency. So the agency is connected to the publisher. So in this case, we have Hachette and Orion Publishing Group. So Hachette represents Orion Publishing Group in Australia. So if you have a bunch of titles and they're all from Orion, if you set Hachette on one of them, you've done it for them all. And we do that like this so that when there's a change, you don't have to do it one by one, which would be completely impossible. Now, a problem arises if there's a case where the publisher is wrong, and this is one here. So currently, this title currently is Alan Unwin, says Alan, but it was in the system as Orion. So we want to show you how to pick that up and correct it. Now, if you have a book in front of you, this example here, the 5 Night Fire, and it's saying Hachette, and you know that's not correct, what do you do? So first thing to do is just check. So take the ISBN, look it up in title page or Google search it, and you will get the publisher. And you need to check that it's not Orion. And in this case, it would have told you that no, Orion's wrong and it's Alan Unwin. Now to go about actually correcting that, the easiest way is to simply reload and load stock. So go to load stock and whoops, I've already pasted in the ISBN, search and update, and it will give you the corrected publisher. So search and update forces the data feed to the system to go back to the data feeds and get fresh publishers and correct them. Now this was a very tricky example because the data feed was actually giving us the wrong publisher. And so when this happens, you need to put in the right one manually. So once that's done and then correct, you click add an order and go back to the previous tab and refresh. And then suddenly you'll have the correct agency and correct distributor because obviously Alliance is set for Alliance. Another thing to look at when this is happening is, well, the change history here. So when you make a change on publisher, we record it and the reason for it. And so you can see the history of this. And when you see agency changing between stores that know what they're doing, it's a real hint that there's an issue with publisher. So in this case, this is a really good example. The change has been to Alan Unwin. So on this title, they've changed it to Alan Unwin, and this is what they've done. This title is Alan Unwin in title page. So they've checked title page. They've also got the new release, Alan Unwin new release in front of them. So you can be absolutely sure that this title is from Alan Unwin and not Hachette. Where they've tripped up here is they haven't noticed that the publisher is actually incorrect. So very handy to be able to look on this, and it's really helpful to have good reasons for your change there, what you've checked, etc. Now, the next thing I want to look at is this example here, where if you look at the history of it, so we've got a Penguin title, and you can see here that it's been changed to int US. Now, int US is used in a situation where there's no local representation. And again, if you check on title page, you can see that this title is represented locally. So that's just incorrect. So what they're probably trying to do here is just get a title, a Penguin title from, in fact, we can see which title by looking at this history. You're trying to get this title from Ingram. So, and that's fine. If something's not available locally, you can get it from Ingram. The way to do it is not to change the agency, it's to change the distributor. So distributor is where you get things from. So, and this is set for your store only. So you would click on set for distributor, and we've got a penguin title that we want to get from Ingram. In this case, you go down and set Ingram as the distributor exception for that title, or it may be just a one-off, in which case you use one of this little handbag here. But if you always want to get that title from Ingram, click that notebook, and then it'll come up as Ingram as a distributor rather than United in that case. Hope this helps and produces mistakes which we would all love to see. Thank you.